Okay, so in today's video, we are going to check out QNT's price chart and see what is going on in like very short term. And I do see some bullish signs in there. But before that, I want to talk about this tweet, which is, in my opinion, a huge positive news for Quant. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And a couple of days ago, I saw this tweet that says, it seems like that soon in QNT, we are going to see a staking program, which is, in my opinion, absolutely fantastic. Now, this picture is a post from Gilbert Verdian, and if you don't know him, he's the CEO of Quant, and he says, but we have kept working on the ideas in the background, so now, after getting regulatory and legal clarity, we will be introducing different forms of staking and rewards to encourage even more participation on Overledger platform and ecosystem. Some of you noticed changes to the terms and conditions recently. So first things first, he said after getting regulatory and legal clarity, they are going to have a staking program. And in here, according to this tweet, this clarity will come into force on 31st of January 2025. So in other words, if we are going to have a staking program for QNT, it is going to be launched in the next couple of months and not right now. This is a very important point that you need to remember. But overall, in my opinion, this is fantastic. And if you don't know what staking is and what are the benefits of it, I'm going to try at least to explain it to you why this is huge. So let's talk about staking and what it actually means. Staking is basically a process where you lock up your cryptocurrency in a network to help secure and validate transactions in return for rewards, which are, this very important point, usually more of the same cryptocurrency. So your rewards are going to be, in this case specifically, QNT tokens and not, for example, US dollar, which is, in my opinion, actually better. And by the way, I need to tell you that in a staking, usually you are locking up your crypto, because recently we had Algorand staking program, which meant you don't really have to lock up your tokens. But in most situations, you do have to lock up your cryptos. Now, staking, in my opinion, has 5 very important benefits. Number 1, it actually encourages holding. Staking basically locks up, in most cases, coins for a certain period, reducing the supply available for trading. This can decrease selling pressure and in turn increase demand, potentially pushing the price just higher and higher. So this is the first important benefit of staking. Second, staking can increase network security because in the program, participants contribute to the security and stability of the network. The more coins are staked, the harder it becomes for malicious actors to attack the network. Now, the third reason for why staking is a good thing is because of the rewards for stakers. Those who stake are rewarded with more of the cryptocurrency they usually stake, which incentivizes you to participate in this process and be a long-term holder. This creates a positive feedback loop where more people stake, leading to a more secure and active network. Reason number 4 for why staking is a good thing is because of, you know what, passive income. Stakers can earn rewards / interest over time, which will make staking an attractive option for crypto holders who want to earn without actively trading. And if you know me, we have been talking about this before. I'm more like a traditional investor, and if I identify a good project with fantastic fundamentals, I'm not really going to do some trading with it. No, I'm going to just buy more and more over time, and I'm going to be a long-term holder. So in that case, staking for me makes perfect sense. And finally, reason number 5 for why staking is considered a very bullish thing for crypto projects is the market sentiment. A robust staking program often signals to investors that the project is solid, has a very strong community, and it is committed to the long-term growth, making it a bullish sign for the market. So basically, in conclusion, staking, number 1, reduces the market supply, number 2, secures the network, number 3, rewards loyal holders, And number 4 creates a positive cycle. So I hope I explained why staking overall is a very good thing for a crypto project, and you understood what is going on in here. And in QNT's specific situation, because I'm not gonna lie to you, they are kind of late to the game, I'm hoping that they are going to have a better staking program than the others. Because if you're not going to have a competitive edge, odds are at that point, your staking program is not really going to attract a lot of investors. And what do we know about Quant's staking program? So far, not a whole lot. But again, it seems like that they are working on a plan, which is, in my opinion, overall very positive and huge for QNT. So in terms of the news, great. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on there. And why do I believe that now we are seeing some bullish signs, but maybe it's best to not jump into any unnecessary bullish conclusion yet. Okay, so here we are on the live chart. Now, first things first, these lines are in terms of Elliott's waves, and if you want to argue that the bottom is in like very short term, then okay, you must be able to find off of the lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4 and in any kind of impulsive movement, or wave 3 right in here should not be the smallest wave. And for our sub waves, you know it, 5 wave up into wave 1, 3 and 5. Let's change the colors to yellow. There we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different patterns. Doesn't really matter. Let's say A, B, C, D, E, a triangle into wave 4 and a WXY into wave 2. Understood? Okay, let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So if we remember, the last time that we talked about QNT, we were right around this low, and I was saying, look, this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure on the downside. And when we took this low, I was saying we are probably going to continue our move down in order to reach to about this low right in here, and we can definitely take it, which is about, let's say, 95 bucks. And what did we do? We went extremely close to this low, but as you can see, we definitely didn't take it. Now, in the previous video, I was saying, okay, what happens after a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down? A move on the upside. That's why I said, look, we are going to have a move up in QNT, and the likely target for it is going to be somewhere around the 115 to about, I think I said $117, which was a very clear gap that was created as a result of this move down right in here being a bit too fast in H1 time frame. And because I believe that gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled, to me made perfect sense at this point to say in QNT we can at least reach to about this area. Now, what happened? We did get our move on the upside, but we went actually a bit higher than that, and this is not really important. What is really important is this. This is quite a strong move up. Why do I say that? Let's compare this move down and this move up together. How long did this move down take? As you can see, about 238 candlesticks. On the other hand, how long is the current move up taking? About 90 candlesticks. So in about a third of the time, we had this huge move on the upside, which I would say quite cleared this move down right in here. So in other words, this move compared to this one is actually quite more stronger. And what does it mean? I would say this can actually be considered as an impulsive structure on the upside. And for example, you can argue this is 1, this is 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5, which I think I went on some lower time frames and I identified a wedge structure in this area into our wave 5. Now, why do I say that this point is the end of our wave 3 and then 4 and then 5? Because this shadow right in here doesn't really exist on some other charts. And in this one from KuCoin, as you can see, if you want to say that these shadows are real, then okay, we definitely didn't take this time. However, let's go on Binance's chart and see what is going on. There we go. As you can see, we don't have this shadow in here and neither this one. And in this chart, this is the main difference. We actually took this high, which is, in my opinion, a very bullish sign. But does this mean that right in here from the current point, we're going to get a huge move on the upside? And we are going to say it now with a lot of confidence that the bottom is in? Absolutely not. Why is that? Because number one, in this move, we didn't take the lowest low down here. Do we have to take it? No, not really. The fact that we got extremely close to it, for me, can be enough of a reason to be optimistic and say the bottom is in. But this is not going to provide me with a decisive conclusion. Number two, here's a question. What happens after a 5 wave on the upside if we do believe that this is an impulse? You know it if you are a regular viewer, a move down. That's why I want to say soon in QNT, maybe even from here or maybe from a bit higher, we are going to get a move down, and the shape of this move is what really matters to me. If this is going to be a very slow and choppy move down, which is, you probably know it, a very important characteristic of a correction structure, at that point, right around these areas, I can be bullish with quite a bit of confidence and say most likely the bottom is in on quant. On the other hand, if the coming move down in QNT is going to be very strong in form of potentially an impulse, okay, that's going to be unfortunately a bit of a different story. And we are going to say there's a good chance that once more we are going to go down and visit these lows, and potentially maybe even we are going to take them. But I need you to remember, even according to this most bearish possibility, this is probably going to be our last move down, and after it's over, we are going to start the next major phase of the bull run. So in terms of midterm structures, one way or the other, I am absolutely bullish in QNT. However, in terms of short-term price action, that is a bit of a different story, and I would rather wait a bit more and see a move down, and then I'm going to identify the shape of this move and tell you whether I'm going to be at that point quite more bullish or bearish. So I hope I explained that well and you understood what is going on in QNT's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.